Hey, what's going on, guys? Ian from MaddenSchool.com, and today we're proving why offensive line ratings don't matter. So we're going to pick the same offensive play versus the same defensive play a bunch of different times, and I'm going to show you here what we've done with the Denver Broncos is we have switched all their backup quarterbacks to the offensive line. We signed a couple free agents, switched them to the offensive line. You can see we have Matt Castle, Mark Sanchez, all 12 overalls. And what we're doing is we are timing out how long it takes from snap to the first touch of our quarterback, which is when we aren't allowed to throw it. There may be a slight human error, but what we did is we basically looked frame by frame into when the ball moved from the center, and then that's when we started the timer, and then we stopped it when the first touch of the quarterback on the sack. So you can see here against the offensive line, you're looking at like 2 to 3 seconds that we're going to get on the offensive line. Not great, obviously. We'd love to do better, but that's not all that bad. So we saw some with Von Miller just normally, some with him with his X Factor lit up. I think we did 5 snaps there. And now we're just going to sub in the Denver Broncos' best available players at each position. Obviously, it's not the greatest offensive line ever. They're okay. They're not great. But they're definitely better than 12 overall everywhere with Kevin Hogan, Mark Sanchez, Drew Lock, all kinds of just backup quarterbacks on the offensive line. So we're putting in the starters, and then we're going to measure the exact same thing. How long it takes from the initial frame of the snap to the first touch of our quarterback. Now, we want to keep everything consistent, so we're going to go ahead here and just run like 2 to 3 plays to get Von Miller out of his X Factor. So it's the exact same play. Just this time we're going to do a cover 3 beater real quick, however long it takes to get Von Miller out of his X Factor, and then we'll do the same thing. Now, on offense, we just snap the ball. We don't touch anything. We just let the quarterback stand in the pocket. There's no user input whatsoever outside of just tapping the button to snap the ball. So now we're going to compare what it's like for our real offensive line to block. What you're going to notice is there's actually no difference at all. When we added up all of the times here, we did 5 snaps for the video, just because I don't want to sit here boring you guys running through 25 snaps and then different plays, but it's the same for pretty much under center, shotgun, various formations, various plays. You're going to get very, very similar blocking, at least when it comes to passing plays. When we had all of our quarterbacks blocking, the average was 2.44 seconds from snap to first touch of our quarterback. When we had all offensive line, it was 2.40, which is basically a rounding error and the exact same thing. So to me, it's pretty clear that offensive line ratings just don't matter, especially if your opponent has anyone whatsoever with an X factor, any sort of pass rushing ability on the defensive line. Again, 2.44 seconds, which is actually longer for our all-quarterback team, versus 2.40 seconds for our actual real offensive line.